You are now listening to The Art of Reinvention by TeflonJohn, where my goal is to inspire you mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. And I just want to help you grow the garden of your mind. I just want to change the world one person at a time by giving them motivational advice, inspirational advice. And right now, I'm glad that you're tuning in to the podcast show. So we want you to sit back, open up your mind, and just absorb all the content. Please share this content across all of your social media platforms as it will help this show grow. Sit back and enjoy. One love. Be blessed. So like I said, we're going to get right into the content. I believe I gave people enough time to chime in. And so right now, we're going to talk about the importance of your value system and how it affects going after your goals, your dreams, and your visions, right? And when we're talking about a value system, we're talking about what we deem important. It's a set of standards that one lives by. You know what I'm saying? It's and those standards will drive how someone acts. You know what I'm saying? How someone carries out their day to day, how someone treats their schedule, their finances, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. And so when it comes to that, you know what I mean? We want to look at, okay, what do you value? First, we're going to look at what do you value? And so if you look at life, man, if you look at TV, if you look at around, people value different things from family, you know what I'm saying, to relationships, you know what I'm saying, to careers. People value money. People value sleep. People value time. People value material items, cars, electronics. People value, like I said, family. So when it comes to what you value, it's a reason you value that. You know what I'm saying? And when you value that, you're going to put a lot of time into it. You're going to put a lot of thought into it. It's going to consume some of that real estate in your mind. You know what I mean? And when it comes to having a good value system, your values, you know what I'm saying, are going to give you, like I said, that discipline set that you're going to need to achieve goals or to live a certain lifestyle. Now, it's not saying that you have to have a certain set of values, but what I'm saying is, depending on what your values are, could adversely affect what you want out of life and what you want to get out of life. So when you're thinking about goals and dreams and visions and things you want to accomplish in your career and, relationship goals, when it comes to that, you have to look at it from this standpoint. Are my values good, or are they detrimental to what I'm trying to go after? You know what I'm saying? Are my values good, or are they detrimental to what I'm trying to go after? You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, if you are someone who values sleep, you got to get your sleep. You got to get your rest. You got to get your sleep. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're on the grind and if you're going after goals and dreams, sometimes you got to sacrifice sleep. Sometimes you're going to stay up late. Sometimes you're going to get up early to put time into what you're trying to do in life. So you got to look at it. If you value sleep more than you value your dream, your goal, or your vision, a lot of times you're not going to get a lot accomplished. If you are someone who values being comfortable, someone who values staying in a box, being in a shell, it's going to be very hard for you to accomplish your goals and your dreams. Grind hard or go home. And that's just basically what it is. Like, when you look at your value systems, you have to have or place certain values that's going to push you towards accomplishing your goal, right? And so if you look at some people value accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? They just value getting it done. They value doing a great job and having due diligence when they do it. You know what I'm saying? And what that does is that carries over into what they do and how they do it. And they're going to do everything with excellence because what? They value doing a great job. Some people value doing that process. Some people value self-pride. If they do something, then they got to feel like, they got to take pride in it because they're putting their name on it. Now, when it comes to having value systems, right, the next step that we're going to take is, are your actions lining up with your value system? I want you to ask yourself that question. Are your actions lining up with your value system? And what I'm saying is, if you were deaf or if you were mute, and you couldn't talk and you didn't know sign language, could someone tell what you valued by your actions? I'm going to say that again. If you were deaf or mute and didn't know sign language, could someone tell what you valued by your actions? And what I'm saying is some people will see you drinking water all the time. Some people may see you eating baked chicken, you know what I'm saying, eating brown rice, fruits, vegetables. And someone may say, hey, that brother, that sister must value their health. You know, someone may see you coming to work early, getting it in, working overtime, going to school, and they say, yo, that person must value their what? Career. Some people may be at work or be around the family and they're talking about their wife all the time, or they're always talking about their husband. They say, you know what? They must value their spouse. They must value their marriage. But that works contrary as well. Some people come to work late every day. Some people have talent at work. They're not doing anything. So you must not value what? Your job. Some people don't treat their spouse right. Some people don't spend time with their spouse or their significant other. Some people don't value them. And so the question you have to ask yourself is, what you say you value, are your actions lining up with it? You know what I'm saying? So if you saying that you value your marriage, if you value going after your dreams, right? Are your actions, are your day-to-day actions and your decisions, will they tell us what you value? You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you're going after something, you're putting a lot of time into something. And let me tell you, time, whatever you put time into, that's what you value. You know what I'm saying? And Martre Stevens said it on his last episode of the podcast show, that you put time into what you value. Basically, you make time for what you want to make time for. And so time is one of those currencies that we don't get back. Once it's spent, once time goes by, you'll never get it back, right? And so many times in life, we spend time doing things that bring us nothing. We watch TV, we watch Netflix, Hulu, we're watching a lot of reality TV shows, but we're not getting that time back. Think about it. We're really not getting that time back. So if you value your time the way you say you do, you would value that time and split it up and start making a schedule and putting time into investing in yourself, which then, in return, invest in your goal. Think about it. If you invest in yourself, then you're going to invest in your goal. And many people may be like, you might be that one in your circle of friends or family that can provide for everybody, that people call on for prayer, that people call on for advice, that people call on for gas money or help with the groceries. But if you don't value your time and yourself enough, if you don't value your health enough, guess what? There's nobody around. There's nobody around to actually help them anymore. So you have to value yourself. You have to value your health. And like I said, your actions say it, and and your actions will speak volumes. I can say all day that I value, being motivational, happy, and trying to empower people. But if my actions aren't saying that, then I'm that of a hypocrite. You know what I mean? I'm just talking. So you have to think about what you're saying. Someone could say, baby, I love you. I care about you. I want to be there for you. I'm going to be there with you, blase, whatever. But what it comes down to is, are their actions telling me they love me? Are their actions? Because look, I'm telling you, I've seen people being in management. I've seen people let go from jobs, and based upon their actions towards the job, like I said, coming in late, not caring, making a lot of mistakes, not having any type of remorse. They say, well, your actions are telling us you don't want to be here anymore. You know what I'm saying? Some relationships end because why? Your actions are telling them you don't want to be with me anymore. You don't want to be with them anymore. And so your value system, right? Whatever you choose to value, your value system is going to be crucial to accomplishing goals. Because if your goal is to buy a house, if your goal is to buy a car, save up to buy some type of piece of equipment, a computer or whatever, if you value whatever that new thing will bring you, you're going to be disciplined enough to set aside, some type of schedule where you're going to be saving money, putting a little bit of increments of money away. That's only if you value it. And the thing is, I just want to move to us having twisted value systems is a lot of times we value things that have no value. We live in a time now where people value Jordans, $200 sneakers that will have no value. You know what I'm saying? In 5 years, those Jordans can't be traded in for food, money, can't be used as collateral on a loan. And so the thing is, we're putting money, and if you're buying 3 to 4 pairs of Jordans a month, that's anywhere from $600 to $800 a month you're spending on Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Where you could be putting that money back into something else. And then I want to go this route too. Some people, because I'm a personal trainer, right? And I've talked to several people, and I'm telling them like how much training is, or how much it is to eat healthy, or how much it is to buy all these supplements or whatever, or or multivitamins, gym memberships. You know what they tell me? Man, I can't afford all that. But yet you can afford to buy cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Every 3 days. Yet you, like I said, you can afford to buy Jordans and Air Maxes and American Eagle jeans and $80 shirts and all this good stuff. You're not saying what you're telling me is not that I can't afford it, John. It's just I don't value it. Because you put your money into what you value. You know what I'm saying? You want to start putting your money into things that's going to bring you and your family wealth back. Learn how to invest your money. Learn how to build your credit. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to start owning and buying a home instead of renting. You know what I'm saying? Pay off your vehicles and stop putting a lot of money into these crazy car payments, because why? Your car is going to drop value. And so, like I said, your value system is going to be crucial. It's going to be crucial into the person that you want to become. Your value system is going to be crucial. And so where you want to go in life, your value system is going to be crucial in taking your marriage to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like everything comes down to your value system, because like I said, it's like a creed. It's a set. It gets your discipline right. If you value your health, you're going to eat right. You're going to exercise. Might not be perfect at it, but you're going to make time for it. And like I said, I just want y'all to know, like, your value system is very important. It's something that, you know what I'm saying, people don't really talk about a lot, even though we talk about it without putting a stamp on it. It's nothing wrong with treating yourself. There's nothing wrong with pampering yourself. But you make sure that your values and your actions are lining up. Now, if you're just starting off and you just like coming across, and your value system is something that you want to work on, one day your actions will line up with your values. But you want to continue. You want to continue to push that. You want to continue to push that mentally. Think about your value system. Think about setting it up, and think about what can you do to improve that. And sometimes your value system is affected by those that are closer to you. So if you're hanging around, you know what I'm saying? If you're hanging in a crew of people that don't value anything, there's no incentive for you to have value for anything as well. And I'm going to say it again. If you're hanging in a crew of people that don't value anything or value invaluable stuff, Jordans, jewelry, and all this stuff, it's no incentive and there's no pressure for you to actually have value on something that's worth anything. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to it, by you being what I call the minority, you know what I'm saying? If you got a crew of 7 people, seven girls or 7 dudes that you chilling with, and now all of a sudden you was like, look, man, I want to start saving money, man. I'm tired of doing the dumb stuff. I'm tired of going out clubbing every weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of buying shoes and all these clothes. And now you gonna look like the minority, because they're gonna say, man, nobody cares about that. Save money for what? Stop buying cars for what? And some of our value system is affected by what we think other people will perceive us as. You see what I'm saying? Most times our value system is affected by what we view people will perceive us as. So if somebody is going to, save up for a year or two to buy a house, and they're not going to buy any shoes, any jewelry, any clothes, now they're thinking about, well, how will people look at me? Because I won't have the, nice sneakers on. I won't have, the new outfit that so-and-so's got on. You know what I'm saying? We live our life trying to keep up with the Joneses, and we've never met them. See what I'm saying? You can't keep up with the Joneses. Because I'll tell you, the Joneses probably stack their money. The Joneses probably invest their money, 401k, and all that good stuff, health insurance. This is something that we should be valuing. You know what I'm saying? So when you die, when you leave the earth, you actually leave your kids more than just debt. You know what I mean? Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is the serious topic, when you're talking about value system, because you see a lot of things affected by value systems. And when you value something, like I said, your actions speak, because if you value being a good person, having good character, sometimes people won't conduct themselves a certain way around you just because your presence commands that type of respect. See what I'm saying? People will not act a certain way around you because your presence commands a certain type of respect. I'm serious. Your presence alone. Just because your value system speaks that loud. Like, hey man, you see that brother over there reading, or you know what I'm saying, or don't talk like that around, sister so and so. It's because why? You value your character. You value yourself more than just going out here doing any and everything. And normally when you have a grip on your value system, you'll stand out as an individual. Normally, when you have a good value system, you're going to stand out as an individual. You're not going to blend in with the crowd because you weren't meant to. You may be the only one that cares about their health at your job. So it's times you got to say, no, I'm not going out to eat. I'm not ordering pizza. I'm going to eat healthy. Why? Because my value system is connected to my goals. Think about it. Your value system is always connected to your goals. So if you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you want to work out, if you want to get healthy, your value system is always connected to your goals, what you value. Yeah, I mean, Willie, that's exactly right. Some people act different when they know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Some people act different when they know who you are. And guess what? People act different when you know who you are too. Because if you're a king, like if you think about a king sits on a throne. King wears a crown, a robe. He has a certain seat here, and he has peasants. He has people in the army, so he doesn't have to do much. But if you out there acting like the jester, if you out there acting like a clown, guess what? People gonna treat you like a clown. You know what I'm saying? If you out here acting like a fool, guess what? People gonna treat you like a fool. If you out here acting like a dummy, they're gonna treat you like a dummy. If you don't take yourself seriously, if you don't value yourself, if you don't value, you know what I'm saying, how people treat you, don't expect for them to treat you any better than you treat yourself. Don't expect someone else to value you more than you value yourself. And that's the problem with a lot of relationships. That's the problem with a lot of people having depression, thoughts of suicide, because why? They're brokenhearted that someone else doesn't value them. Well, baby, listen, you know what I'm saying? You got to value yourself. Brother, sister out there, you must value and learn to love yourself first before you expect anybody else to value or love you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever got a package from UPS or FedEx, sometimes they mark it fragile. Handle with care. Think about it. Fragile. Handle with care. And so I'm asking you, what type of label is on your back? Because people are mishandling you all the time because you don't value yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't value your time. You giving anybody your time. You spending time with anybody, everybody. Letting people just wear you down mentally, physically. And so you got to think about that. What type of sign, what type of label is on your back if you're a package? Fragile, handle with care. Some of us treat our cars better than we do ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Every so many thousand miles, we get an oil change. Every so many thousand miles, we rotate the tires. Every so many thousand miles, we get in alignment. Then we put new tires on. Now, the same thing with us. When it comes to our value system, it may be time to get in alignment, to get a spiritual and a mental alignment, you know what I'm saying, so we can drive better to our value system. It may be time for better tires, It may be time to travel on a new road. But what I want you guys to know, and this is, like I said, this tone is a little different from normal, you know what I'm saying, Teflon Tuesday with the motivation and the inspiration. But I want you guys to really know and start to focus. Think about your value system and be an individual that is self-aware. Have self-awareness, because just because you're not doing what everybody else is doing, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean you're a square or a punk or whatever. It doesn't mean that you're lame. You know what I mean? You just got to think about it. My value system. You might be the only dude in your clique that's married. Value your marriage more than you value their friendship. What are you putting first? And that's what I'm going to ask yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want you to ask yourself. What are you putting first? What are you putting first? You say you want to make it. You say you want to be a successful young man, a successful young woman. But guess what? What are you putting first? How many hours out of Tuesday March 12th, 2019, how many hours or how much time have you put into your business? How much time have you put into writing your book? Where's your value system? How much time have you put into spending time with your son or with your daughter trying to build that relationship? And you said you wanted it. How much time are you putting into spending with your wife or spending with your husband? Where's your value system? Time. Anybody can hit the lottery. Anybody can go ahead and work overtime and get money. Anybody can spend money, lose money, but time you never get back. So where are you putting the most valuable resource that we have on this planet Earth? Is time. Where are you putting that time? And where you put that time, it shows us where your value system lies. It shows us what you value. Like I said, just continue to show that support. And I'm going to continue to just put out that content. And like I said, guys, as I always say, one love, be blessed. We would like to thank you for listening to this episode of The Art of Reinvention by TeflonJohn. And we encourage you to share this episode across all your social media platforms. And we also encourage you to visit our website at www.imteflonjohn.com and follow us on all our social media platforms at facebook.com/realteflonjohn, twitter.com/realteflonjohn, and instagram.com/realteflonjohn. And while you're on Facebook, go ahead and like our page so you can receive first-hand notifications every time we go live with the motivational video or any motivational content. And as I always say, one love, be blessed.